Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Darkest Dungeon. We unlocked the sanitarium last time, but I don't think it's actually worth using the sanitarium because early on. Once you start, swimming in money, it becomes worth it. But until then, you're better off just dealing with the quirks, unless there's something really egregious. I don't even know what that would be. I guess something that prevents you from getting stress relief in the right places. Or like one of those diseases that has really big combat penalties. Anyway, let's go ahead and provision for a medium mission. So here's how I like to provision for medium missions. I like to just go balls to the walls Dickens with the food. This gives you a feast, and then you can eat 3 other times. That makes sure you're not going to starve. Sometimes you find food and it ends up being a waste, but I'd rather just not deal with not guess on it. I like to get 3 shovels because in a medium mission you can sometimes find 2 walls. And then sometimes you find those graves, and then you can dig them up for money. I've honestly bought 3 shovels and used all of them up in more than one occasion. In fact, there have been times where I've bought 3 shovels, found more, and still used them all up. So it's worth it, I think, to have the 3 shovels. I'll get a holy water, a bandage, and a key, because those are likely to get used at some point. And for torches, I like to go up to 6. Now, this is a variable number. But basically, you can go 3 rooms, or 4 rooms even, use your firewood that refills your torch. So you don't need that many torches necessarily, but it's nice to have in case you end up doing a lot of backtracking, or end up having to camp earlier because everybody got damaged and you want to have your feast sooner. So you can definitely try fewer torches, especially since you have Vestal and a Crusader here, who both have light dealing abilities. I just don't want to be put in a position where I'm actually relying on those abilities for raising the light level. Okay, so we have a scouting mission. Let's take a look at the map. There are 12. This is actually a pretty big. Oh no, this is normal. Never mind. There's 12, 14 rooms. So I have to explore 12 of the 14 rooms, which means I could actually just ignore these 2, and then go here go here, backtrack once, go here, backtrack once, go here, backtrack once, and go here. So it's 3 backtrackings. Alternatively, I could go here, backtrack twice, go, backtrack once, go, backtrack once. Actually, I end up doing more backtracking, I think, if I go up front here. Because basically, if I backtrack twice up front, I need to go down this path, and that skips 3 rooms, so I'm gonna have to, oh yeah, I only have to backtrack 1 more time, I suppose. So either way, it's backtracking 3 times, no matter how I slice it, at least if I'm doing my math correctly. If I'm backtracking 3 times no matter what, I guess I'll take the backtracking up front. So if you bought herbs, I could have cured that thing and gotten a bunch of food, but I don't like to rely on that, because sometimes you just don't find the pig, and then if you don't buy enough food, then you end up starving. Okay, no fight there. No real treasure to speak of either. This sucks. This almost makes me want to go back so I don't have to use a shovel. But then again, I bought 3 shovels for precisely this purpose, so that I don't have to be at the mercy of the terrain. Okay, so we lost a shovel, got a trivial amount of treasure, though the papers are good. 2 papers. I mean, don't underestimate 2 papers. 2 papers is a good thing. But didn't really get much else, and lost a shovel. So that's really not the greatest. I could have somebody try to eat the pig just for fun. Usually, I don't think there's any negative quirks you can get permanently. You might just get blighted. So, Renaud, go and eat the pig. Hey, look at that. We got some free food. So, that's it. Oh, we got some crests, too. Glad I took that risk. So, now we have 6 extra food, basically, because I bought enough that I don't need any food at all. I don't need to find any food at all during the mission. Did I forget to... Oh, no, I upgraded her skills. Wow. Alright, I changed the skills to the right ones. Go me. Okay, so here, I think it makes sense just to stun these guys. And then I pretty much only have to deal with this Acolyte. I could Judgment Day to increase the light level. Or, sorry, Dazzling Light just for the light levels, but that's not worth it. I'm just going to Judgment the Acolyte, get to work on her. With luck, a Grape Shot should finish her off. Yep. And so now we're going to have an easy fight and not take any damage. Do I use Zealous Accusation or do I Stress Heal? We have a feast coming, so I'm going to heal some stress anyway. Let's just go to work. Okay. She doesn't really have much to do here. Don't need any light, so we'll just try to kill off one of these guys, and we do. Lovely. And this guy, I'll fire a shot. It might not kill him. Good, it doesn't. So now, aha, I get some stress healing in here. The feast only heals 10 stress, so it's not going to be wasted on him. I could stun, but it wouldn't really do me any good because the Crusader's already gone, so we'd have to wait until the next round. It might just be an annoying thing. Let's just kill it. So getting the surprise on those guys was nice. I now have a full 8 extra food, so that's like 16 points of healing for the Crusader, or 8 points for anyone else. Again, we're getting dark, but I'm not going to light the torch here because firewood, after you finish camping, resets the light to 0. Scouting is nice. I might be able to squeeze an extra room out of this. Okay, so if I did go to this room, I'd be fighting in almost pitch blackness. The advantage to that is then after I feasted, I would actually get some health back, as opposed to now when feasting would do nothing but just cure my stress. Okay, we'll do it. The Vestal has a light using ability. So does the Crusader. And honestly, it's not even a big deal to use a torch. I've already found, like, what, 3 extra torches? It's really not that big of a deal to just use a torch. So I can fight on the proper lighting. Okay, let's see. These guys have already gone. So I'm actually going to see if I can Holy Lance the Spitter before it goes. Of course, Holy Lance. With the dodge. Ouch! Man, if I hadn't dodged that thing, I would have been able to kill that guy. Alright, this sucks. So we're going to go ahead and try to Judgment away one of these Webbers before they have a chance to go. Max damage, always nice to see. And do I go for Grape Shot or do I try to get a kill? Grape Shot could kill it. Let's go for the... Oh, dodge, didn't matter. Do I heal this guy up? Letting these guys do more damage. I'm going to go ahead and heal him up. Hopefully my Barbarian goes before the spiders. Alright, let's see if he doesn't miss this time. And he kills one. Perfect. So the other one would actually have been dead if I hadn't missed the first time. The bite's not a big deal. I don't resist the blight, but it's only 3 extra damage. So let's see. We can just Inspire and Cry, heal up some stress, get some light, all things I needed. This thing is dead no matter what. I could pass the turn by shuffling around, but there's no reason for that, I don't think. Okay, always remember to put your Crusader second, because sometimes having access to Holy Lance is a good thing. One other consideration, by the way, for, for resting earlier is it takes the firewood out of your inventory and some food out of your inventory as well, which decreases the likelihood of running out of room for treasure. It's something that's worth thinking about, but I will go and fight this battle. It's a bit of a tough one. This is a tough team. Luckily, no one really needs healing, so I think I'm going to stick to the basic strategy of trying to get this Cutthroat to die before he can do too much damage. Blanket Fire again. As long as it doesn't crit, it's just not that big of a deal. Shank can hurt, especially if it crits, so stress actually could have been worse. I could try to Pistol Shot him to death. Grape Shot will not kill this thing. Okay, I'm going to actually jump forward and try to kill this guy. Very low damage roll, doesn't work. We're gonna use Breakthrough to try to finish this guy off. Oh, man. So now I take a penalty to damage. Another crit, this one on the whole group. Wow, that's a lot of stress. Well, you know what, welcome to Darkest Dungeon. You know, every now and then that's just gonna happen. So we have to deal with 2 crits here, one of which was a group crit. So everybody's really stressed out. At this point, I don't know if I can realistically hope to avoid having to send these guys back for stress healing after the mission ends. Even with the feast, it's going to be tough. Alright, we're going to do our best, though. I am going to start to use Renauld for stress healing here. Because this guy has Barbarian has a pretty good chance of yopping. Oh, man, oh god. That could have been really bad. Things are just not going super well here. So we're actually now at the point where, even with the feast, my guys are going to be damaged. Jesus, stop doing point-blank shots. Do anything else. Oh, man. Should I just try to kill this guy? I really probably should. Let's go for the pistol shot. See if I can get a crit. Nope. Let's try to stun him again. Would have been really nice. Thank you. And we'll go for some heals. I might be making a strategic mistake by going for the heals, but I think the payoff is worth it. As long as he doesn't use point-blank shots, I'm going to be okay. Well, I gave a good faith effort to kill him with those two guys. The Hellion has a massive damage penalty, so that's why she did no damage, and then the pistol shot just didn't crit. And if it doesn't crit, it doesn't do very much. Okay, stress relief, only on those two guys. Alas. Okay, can I fit all this stuff? Oh, geez, I'm gonna have to throw away something. And when I'm gonna throw away... I probably should have just used a bandage when she was bleeding. What I'm gonna throw away is the holy water. So I'm gonna close that up. And there's no treasure here, so I don't. But if there were, I would have used the camping first. See, camping skills. I don't think I bought camping skills for anyone, did I? So, or did I? Let me just check. Oh, he doesn't have clean guns. That's such a good one. Okay, well, anyway, let's go ahead and use the wood to camp. So we're gonna feast. Yes, I understand there are benefits to camping. Thanks, game. All right. Gallows humor is interesting. The stress heal on himself is mostly wasted, and then there's a decent chance of reducing stress on the teammates, but there's also a 1 1/4 chance their stress will increase. So what I'm going to do instead of spending 5 time on that, I'm going to do this to improve scouting. Going to go ahead and encourage Renault here. This is not worth the time. That's not worth it. The stress resist is just like the worst ones. Let's go ahead and do that. I will sharpen spear because that's a really good buff. Well, I got nothing better to do. I would have totally used clean guns if he had it to give him a damage and crit boost. But since I don't have it, we're just going to go for either the praying, the zealous speech is 5. Okay, so we're going to go for praying. Alright, the Crusader's religious, the other ones aren't. Alright, we got the stress down pretty good there. Typically, the camping thing that's best to do is just to buff everybody up with skills, but I have not paid money to improve my camping skills, so I'm just stuck with what was given. Alright, so we're surprised, which is bad. These guys are annoying because they deal stress and they can also stun, both of which are bad. Obviously the stress is just annoying in general, and then the stuns might increase the duration of the battle. Please resist the stun. Please resist the stun. Thank you. Okay, so it could have been worse. I'm not going to break through because I'm not going to kill him if I do. Let's go for if it bleeds. This thing does not bleed, does it? Right, I need Grape Shot, but I can't have Grape Shot because he's in the final row. So hopefully this will deal enough damage to kill the first one and not miss the second one. It'll miss them both. Oh my god, that's so irritating. Okay, well, let's try to finish off that one with the pistol shot. By finish off, I mean just attack. This thing really should be dead. Instead, it deals 2 more damage, 6 more stress. Okay, now will you do it? Oh, the damage roll is wrong. Okay. Could have been way worse considering that I was surprised, but okay, we're done with that. Now I gotta decide, do I want to go to this place and backtrack? It's not really worth it, there's a trap in the way and only one thing. What I will do, however, is pop in here. If you've scouted and you see that there's a curio right up front, it doesn't really take much time just to hop over and grab it, and then backtrack back. I'm gonna have the Crusader try to disarm the trap because he has little stress and the most health to burn. Alright, glad I kept the bandage rather than the holy water, because I can do that. 1,000 gold. Yeah, yeah, baby. So, this room has got nothing in it. Since it's a scouting mission, I don't know anything about any of the rooms, because it'll just go until I've explored enough. Okay, there's going to be treasure in a fight. The trees can sometimes be bad, so technically you should use your person with the most health to explore them. Crates are never trapped or anything, so those are always fine. Tons of food, wow, okay. Should I eat up before going in here? I might as well. I'll just put them all on the Hellion. Because I've got 3 more feedings for the party. She can use Judgment to heal herself, so I don't need to worry about it. This is worth using a torch because the dim light's way better. If you can get it down to the 25 zone, that's better, but where it wasn't actually worth using. Or wasn't actually worth fighting the monsters in it for the stress that it was incurring. Okay, so do we try to stun these ectoplasms or just try to kill off the Acolyte? I'm going to try to kill off the Acolyte. 1 good hit will do it. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Since they're surprised, I am just going to stun these things, and then... stun resistance. And then hopefully she'll just get to go again and hit the Acolyte anyway. So let's do that. Okay, we're just not hitting today. How about this? Hit! Oh my goodness, that's frustrating. Well, Wow, that is like the most evasive acolyte ever. She dodged like 3 attacks, or 2 or something. Now the highwaymen can't do grape shot, so it's really annoying. If I use Duelist Advance to get him in grape shot zone, I'm going to put the Hellion away from if it bleeds zone, so I'm going to go ahead and pistol shot, and I'm going to take a very conservative move. We're just going to pistol shot this ectoplasm so it dies and doesn't attack. That brings her up in range of the Hellion and the Crusader, but do I want to use Divine Comfort here? It just heals her for 2. It's not worth it. I'm just going to swingaroo. This way I can use a Yop if I want to. To my party and a Yop if I want to, and then we're also going to hit the Acolyte. Okay, didn't get a high enough damage roll to kill her, even with the bleed, but the Zealous Accusation might finish her off. Oh, surviving with 1 health. That is the most epic Acolyte of all time. She survived so much stuff. It's crazy. She chooses to use Stressful Incantation instead of the pulls and pushes, which is annoying. Wow! Oh, so she was last to go and then first to go here, so that's 3 Stressful Incantations in a freaking row. I am going to go ahead and start using Stress Relief, because one of them is on the brink of death, and she'll actually die to this Yop, while the other one gets stunned. Okay, now a group heal maybe is a little bit better, so at least it's doing something for the Crusader. Shouldn't kill it. Let's get it into position, make sure that we don't incur a stress penalty for dicking them around. Good, the Crusader goes again. Let's heal up the Vestal some more. Ah, she gets to go again, lovely. So let's heal up her face. And Yop to stun, hopefully. And then maybe the Crusader will get another chance. Excellent. So now group heal would give a little bit to the Crusader and the Hellion. Okay, we'll do the group heal. And hopefully the Crusader goes. Ah. If I dick around too much, I could get into trouble. But as long as the Highwayman doesn't go, well, the Crusader was behind the Highwayman, so... Oh, I get to have my cake and eat it. So I took a shot, so I'm not going to incur that penalty. The Crusader then gets to go because she didn't die. I stress heal. Hopefully she uses a pull or a push or goes last. One of those things happens, so we got an extra stress heal and a bit of extra light. Perfect. Alright, now we're oriented the way we want to be. There is a use for keys in the Curios and the Wheel. There is a locked luggage you can find, but I'm going to just go ahead and use it now, in case I don't find any luggage, and also it takes away an inventory space. So do I want to backtrack here? Get the backtracking out of the way. Nah, we'll just go ahead. Because there's a chance I could scout there and know what I'm getting into, whereas I didn't know what I was getting into with this one. Not that it matters, I'm going to go there anyway, but like I say I scout a trap, then I'll know to disarm it. Or let's say I scout that it's a battle, then I'll know to eat up before the battle. Okay, dodging that's nice. I don't have to bleed a whole lot. Rain of Blight's annoying. It's much better when they use the Mark Prey ability. Luckily... Oh gosh, the Blight actually is 2 damage per round for 3 damage, or for 3 rounds. That's annoying. That actually is pretty significant. Well, I'm still going to stick to the strategy of trying to kill off the Scratcher. Judgment's good there because she could use some healing. And I will stun those guys because they're the big damage dealers here. As long as these guys choose to use Mark Prey, it's almost completely irrelevant. So I'd rather have them going than the front 2 guys. Alright. Wow, that was terrible. And I could Holy Lance to try to get back at these guys, but I want to try to get them down while I can. Luckily for me, that was a crit. Good stress relief on it as well. Escape Cloud. I think it's Escape Cloud that only deals 1 damage. Right. The Blight deals 2, but the Escape Cloud deals only 1. That's why I got confused. Okay, so we're going to do that. I will Yop so that my Crusader can get more stress healing and regular healing in. And now we could actually use some party healing too. Okay, we'll go ahead and heal up the Hellion. And get to work on these guys. Didn't quite kill either of them. I'm gonna go ahead and Yop. Stun the first one. It deals damage to them both, which helps. In any case. Give the priest some more time to do her thing. The thing about Darkest Dungeon is, it's not too hard of a game once you start playing it correctly, but even when you play correctly, there are still bad things that happen sometimes. So the priest just gives you such good insurance against bad things happening that it's hard to play without her. This thing had a 40% stun resist because it was stunned twice in a row, so I can't blame it for resisting that stun. We'll kill it off. I'm done dicking him around. This thing's terrible. I don't know why you'd ever want to wear that at all for any reason. I will just go ahead and drink the anti-venom because I'm not going to take it with me. I'm sure as hell not going to take that thing, so let's close it out. Put people in their places, and here we go. We get a scout. It doesn't really help. So I don't have a fight in the room. I don't get any traps out of it. I just know there's a fight coming up here. Very easy fight. I guess as long as the ectoplasm doesn't spawn that giant thing, it should be an easy fight. Just in case, let's go ahead and try to whack this thing to death. These guys are jokes. They're like some of the weakest enemies in the game. So we'll Judgment mainly for the heal than for anything else. Bump in the night. As long as it doesn't crit, it really doesn't matter very much. Probably could have even done some stress healing with the Crusader, but since I got that crit earlier and got some stress heal earlier pretty aggressively, I didn't think it was worth it. Okay, so here, I really wish you could look at the map screen. But I don't think I'm actually gonna need any torches. Actually, I'm not gonna need this bowl, which I found during the mission, so we'll put the gold in the place of that bowl. But I would have been prepared to throw them, just light up a bunch of torches and then throw them away. Okay. So now I do need to backtrack. And would you look at that? Oh, pro plays all day. Used up all 3 shovels. I'm just a big fan of bringing 3 shovels into the Weald because it seems like there's a lot of barriers here. And in any case, even if you don't have as many barriers, wow, there's actually a 4th barrier. Well, you can't blame me, folks. I don't think it's correct to bring 4 shovels along. There was a barrier early on, so I could, if I had just turned back instead of popping that first barrier. It was like back here. There was a barrier. I could have just gone back and done the backtracking here and here. Then I would have had enough to get past the barrier here. But I just didn't think it was that likely that I was actually going to need 4 shovels in one map. So that sucks. The health I don't care about, but that's a lot of stress. Right in the closing hour, too. Oh, that's annoying. Well, they're at that awkward point where it's not really worth paying money to relieve their stress, but they're at a scary level, you know, for going into future missions. Well, not much I can do about it. I am just gonna have to pay for stress relief after they do another mission or 2. Unless I get a really, really good stress relief in camping and then don't take any more stress during the mission. Okay, all things considered, that I had four obstacles in that one mission, and that I got like crit twice in one battle, I'd say I did a pretty good job at that. Yeah, I'm gonna say I did. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and or subscribe, and if you want to stick around for the middle management, let's go ahead and do that now. Resolve level up. Yes, I know that does happen. Oh, this is an annoying one. This is one I do like to pay to get rid of. Sure, it's just the first round, but it's nice to be able to go. It's always nice for your heroes to go before the enemies in the first round. Shocker is actually kind of annoying. I usually wouldn't pay to get rid of it because stun effects don't happen that often, but when they do, it can be a big problem. Okay, so let's check out the stagecoach. Been getting pretty good luck with the stagecoach. I already have 3 Vestals and 3 Hellions, so I can take an extra 1 of them. I could take them both if I wanted to. There are going to be times when I'm going to want to bring 2 Hellions on a mission. I can't get this thing anyway. I want to do this. I have enough left over to get the roster upgraded. So yeah, we'll just do it. I think that's fine. So we have extra Hellions and Vestals pretty much forever. I'm not going to need more than 4 Vestals and certainly not more than 4 Hellions. So that's good. Now, let's go to the wet blacksmith. I can't upgrade the blacksmith, but I can upgrade people's things. You can, by the way, see what level the people's weapon and armor are, so you can tell at a glance who needs it and who doesn't. Alright, these guys are all 0, so they don't matter. Let's go to the guild. And think, am I going to take bricks on another adventure here? And medley could be a disaster. But I'm going to do it. Yeah, we'll do it. That's fine. I'm going to actually do one thing here. Oh, I actually still need more quests to unlock that thing? Wow, hilarious. Okay, I guess I'm not getting clean guns anytime soon for some nary here. This guy has clean guns. I see, but he doesn't have the scouting chance. But he has the clean guns. Maybe I should just use him instead. Okay, so we'll probably go with this team. Or I could put Bricks into stress relief. Nah, it's worth it for her to get more stressed out and put her in a better stress relief, like the Penance Hall, than it is to actually just try to top her off now, so to speak. Okay, so we need to... I still have money left over. Let's go ahead and do some skills. We're going to get the Yop and the Hack. All that's good. Renault actually could get higher skills, but I haven't been getting portraits, so I'm not going to have this for a while. I might take a trip or two into the Warrens just to get some portraits, as opposed to, you know, using quote-unquote residual portraits to upgrade that. Anyway, it's not urgent now. Let's take a look at Dismas. He's fine. She's fine. He's fine. That guy, not fine. So we need Breakthrough. Does he have the right skill selected? No, because I just bought Breakthrough. Clearly not. And I got money left over. I could go ahead and get these guys up to speed with the right skills, but I might as well wait and see. Maybe by the time I need them, I'll have bought the trading regimen upgrade. So we'll just leave it alone for now. Okay, let's take a sneak peek of what we're going to be doing next. So I could go into the Warrens to get 2 paintings. It just doesn't seem that worth it. This thing is not that good. Short missions in the ruins, so nothing fancy there. And a short mission here, but it gives 4 paper. So I'm going to go back to the Weald. And I think I'm just going to do the same party as I did before. Get Renaud and Bricks closer up to level 3. That's what's coming up. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.